We're recording.
You're recording, yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so good evening, or good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and thank you so much for joining us on our call. I am super excited about this call because we are truly international. We have got New York, Wisconsin, is that how I say we're from, Tyler? I have no idea. And London, it's super exciting. So, if you don't know me, my name is, am I doing the first bit? I think I am, sorry, I totally forgot I was doing the first bit. My name is Tasha Minter, if you don't know me. Most people know me by Tasha. And I'm actually in a really beautiful area in London right now. Look, I'm really excited, so I'm really sorry about that. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. So, if you're wondering, what the hell have I been invited to here? It's probably because someone that invited you to this call really basically gives a shit about you. Hope you don't mind me saying that. I'm swearing. I like to swear every now and then. But someone really gives a shit about you. They really give a shit about your health, and they really give a shit about the fact that we can, we can really help you build something financially, like another income on the side of what you already do. Because let's face it, there's two biggest problems in the world, and they are our health, and the second one is our finance. People have got money problems all over the world. The other problem is people have got health issues all over the world. Like, even if you live in really super healthy countries and you try and eat lots of fruits and veggies, guess what? Money makes the world go round, and GMO infested fruit and vegetables right now make money. Like, that is just the truth. That is not me just spinning you off some like random facts. This girl from London, actually, like, it's really true. So I'm actually just gonna unplug my phone because I'm like plugged into my backpack like a little battery pack charger right now, and it just looks hilarious, and I can't look. Now you can see my whole face. Isn't that better? So my story is that I was diagnosed with scoliosis at the age of 16, and doctors told me that I'd never be able to run again, and I'd never be able to go on a trampoline again because it would cause me too much pain. Scoliosis is a curvature in the spine. If you've never heard of scoliosis, it's very common in young women. Not very common, but most people have heard of it. And I didn't exercise for 2.5 years because doctors told me not to. They told me that it would seriously damage me for the rest of my life. And what do? We listen to the doctor, right? So I didn't exercise for 2.5 years. And then I went to university. Life happened. University was crazy. Amazing, but crazy. And I basically met a lot of people that were like, why don't you work out? You're really athletic build, blah, blah, blah. So I started training once a week, and it was quite painful. And I used to my body, and I kind of grew to a point where I was actually aching every morning and aching every night without fail. And as a 21-year-old, when I finished uni, like, really at 21, should you be really aching that much? Like, it just didn't make any sense. So my mum actually had tried to get me onto these products for a really long time. And I was basically like, Mum, it's a load of shit. I'm never going to take it. But that's literally what I was like. Sorry, Mum. You were right. Always, mums are always right. And basically, so I started taking the products, which I'm about to introduce to you. And after about 3.5 weeks, my IBS symptoms really calmed down. IBS stands for irritable bowel syndrome, also very common in women. And basically, for me, it affected me in many ways. And I'm going to try not to be too graphic. But basically, I was never going to the toilet properly. And all of a sudden, I started taking these products, and I started going to the toilet properly. Because when you start putting imagine like your body is like a Ferrari. This is a hilarious example, but imagine your body is a Ferrari. Like, what kind of, like a petrol Ferrari, okay? I don't even know if Ferraris have petrol in them or diesel. Let's say they have petrol. So, what kind of petrol are you going to put in the Ferrari? Or are you going to put diesel by accident? Never! You would never put diesel in a petrol Ferrari. Like, why would you ever do that? Because you would ruin the car and you'd break it forever, right? Basically, please just roll with me on this. So, you're always going to put the best petrol in your petrol Ferrari, right? So think about it. Like, your body is basically a Ferrari. You only are ever going to get one body. Like, maybe in the future with technology, we could probably have another body. But for now, we're only going to get one body. So you got to look after that shit, like, real good, You got to make sure that you're putting extra good stuff in it every single day, that you're making sure that you look in tip-top condition, and you look that good because you look after yourself, right? So for me, I started taking this product. It really helped me with my IBS. And then I carried on. And after 5.5 months, I realized that I was sleeping through the night again. So sleeping through the night again for me was pretty miraculous, considering I used to wake up 4 nights a week in pain, right? So I carried on, And then I actually became an ambassador for this incredible company that I feel so blessed to be a part of, because I was naturally, what do you do? What do you do when you go to a really good restaurant? You tell everybody, right? You're like ringing your mates, like, we need to go back to this restaurant. It was so good. I had such a good time. It was exactly the same for me. I started taking a really good product and I wanted to share it with all my friends because I wanted all my friends to feel that good, right? I get asked all the time. My other career is that I'm a model, and I get asked all the time, like, what do you do to keep your energy so high? Like, I had 2 hours sleep last night. I've just been up to Manchester, which is about 2.5 hour train journey from London. And I've been up to Manchester today doing a shoot for Boohoo all day, which is like an e-com website, which I'm super grateful I get to do. And I had 2 hours sleep, and I am buzzing right now. And I can't tell you, I don't take drugs, so I don't know what that is, you know. And I actually do know what it is, and that's what I'm going to share with you. So, silly me. So the products I'm going to share with you are called Juice Plus. It's the most researched product in the world for nutrition. So not only do I have my crazy story, which is a bit baffling and a bit weird, but also amazing, right? Changed my life. But I also could turn around to you if you're a doctor or you're a scientist and you're really into your science. I am not, by the way, FYI. But if you are, totally cool, because Juice Plus is the most researched product in the world for nutrition. So we have more science that you can shake a stick at. Like, you want to read the science and sit and read how it affects your body? Cool, go ahead, be my guest. I don't want to do that. Personally, I have better things to do on my time. But all I will tell you is that Juice Plus is 98% bioavailable, which means it goes straight into your bloodstream. Very different to anything like Barocca. I just realized I look quite drunk on the street because I'm like spinning around like a smiling girl, like, boo. Anyway, it's very different to something like Barocca or like anything that you can buy that's minerals or vitamins from the shop, because they're made in chemical labs. They're made by human beings. They are made by human hands, and quite frankly, we should not be eating chemicals, like, number one. Number two is we should have always been eating fruit and vegetables, right? So when you ask me the question, what is Juice Plus? I'm going to tell you, Juice Plus is just fruits and vegetables, nothing but fruits and vegetables. 30 different varieties in capsule form. You take it, goes straight into your bloodstream, works at a cellular level, which means it works with your body, works with the blood in your body. It's very different to anything that you're ever going to buy in the market, because they're made in chemical labs. Juice Plus is growing on trees. Like, what more simple do you want? So that's pretty much the capsules. I'm not going to go too much into it, but basically, like, if you want to hear, like, we're going to share more stories with you today. What we do in our business is pretty much we just share stories. But the capsules are the baseline best product. Everybody needs to have Juice Plus in their life, and I'm going to work so hard for the rest of my life to make sure everybody gets Juice Plus in their life. But the second range that I want to tell you about really quickly before we introduce some incredible people that we have on this call, which I'm so grateful that we get to have, is we have the complete range. So the complete range was actually designed for Olympians 15 years ago. It's plant protein shakes, plant protein bars, soups, and boosters. I'm not going to talk too much about them. I'm going to focus on the shakes because the shakes are international. They're worldwide in every single country. But the shakes basically have low GI, slow releasing energy. They have 17 fruits and vegetables in them. You can have them pre or post workout, and you can also have them if you want to have them as a meal replacement, if you wanted to lose weight. I actually used them to gain weight a few years ago when I was very sick and I was 8 stone, sat in hospital. So for me, Juice Plus helps me bridge the gap between how many meals I do eat a day and how many meals I should eat, because quite frankly, we should be eating 5 to 6 times a day. Most of us eat twice, which is just downright disgusting. And the other thing is that we don't get enough nutrition in our diets. Like, hello? Like, seriously, ask yourself, how many of you ate your 5 a day today? Because one, that isn't enough, let me tell you right now, because there's so much processed crap in our life right now that, like, it's accessible. It's so easy to go to, I don't go to McDonald's, but it's so easy to go to someone like McDonald's or to go to, you know, Tesco or Walmart and grab a meal deal. Like, how easy is it to do that? But let me tell you, your body is a Ferrari. Remember that, okay? So don't go treating your body like it's some little Ford KA. I had one of those one day. It was great. But don't go treat your body like that, because you're worth so much more. So I'm actually going to shut up right now, and I'm actually going to hand you over. So there's a couple of people that I really want to share tonight, but I just really want to keep the call short and sweet, and I realize that I've been speaking for a while. Whoops. Me, if you don't know me, I like to talk. I'm going to hand you over to Silvia. Actually, let's do Tyler first. So Tyler, oh my God, how do I introduce this guy? In fact, I'm going to let him introduce himself, but I've been really watching Tyler for a really long time. He's a really incredible, inspirational guy, and Sylvia's going to introduce the business opportunity with this, but first Tyler's going to share his story. Tyler, if you could share your product story too, that would be awesome. And he's just going to share with you how he's just gone full time in this business and how he managed to leave his other job, which I just think is awesome. So please, Tyler, take it away.
Okay, thanks, Tasha. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, cool. So I started with Juice Plus probably 7-8 months ago, something like that. And I don't know who on the call knows who Luke Wren is, but he's a big part of my story. So I'm a fitness major at the college that I go to here in the. He came and spoke to one of my classes, and I learned more from him in an hour than I learned from that entire semester from that teacher. Have you ever had a bad teacher in your life? Like everyone should probably raise their hand, because that's just the reality. So when he invited me to a live event just like this, I was like, all right, yeah, I'll come check it out. But me being me, I was kind of like a slow learner, kind of had the I'm too cool syndrome when he shared a couple, like it took me 3 events to really understand that fruits and vegetables were that easy. And it took me drinking, like I was drinking a whey protein shake in front of him. And I don't know if you guys have ever met Luke and how passionate he can get, but when you're drinking a whey protein shake in front of him, I mean, I would advise never to do that, because he got about this close to my face and told me whey protein is shit. Like, this guy I had met like twice in my entire life got just right up front, and like I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. I'll see what you got for me. And right away I got on the capsules and shakes, and I saw amazing results within the first week of taking it. You know, I was that guy that sat at work all the time, like just dead, like a zombie. Like I worked the front desk, and like people would walk in and I'd be like, hey, you know, that's not how you want to be greeted when you walk into a business. But right away I felt, you know, more energized. I was getting stuff done. I was walking around talking to people. Another big thing for me was my sleep. I was one of those people that went to bed late and woke up late. Like, raise your hand if you knew the day starts before 11 a.m. 8 months ago, I would have told you that there isn't time before 11 a.m. Like, you're crazy if you think that if you could wake up before then. But now I'm getting better sleep. You know, I go to bed later than I usually do. But I usually am waking up earlier than I did before. Maybe not perfect, because no one's perfect, right? But I wake up with actual energy and I'm ready to get stuff done. But my biggest change is that when I was back in May, when I started this, I was 225 pounds. I'm a personal trainer. Would you take advice from an overweight trainer? Probably not, right? So
Never.
now I'm down to 195 pounds since then, and I haven't changed anything. You know, all I've changed is that I've put the product in my body, and everyone knows that when you eat better, you crave better. So like my diet's just, it changes naturally because you start to crave better food. But other than that, my strength gains keep going up, but my weight keeps going down. And most people will tell you that you can't do that, but I mean, I'm living proof that that's just not true. And as soon as it really hit me how much sense this made, I was like, all right, I think I could share this with people. Like, I think I could say, hey, fruits and vegetables in a capsule. I'm not here to fix stupid. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? So for me, it's been an amazing 8 months. Like, the people that I've met along the way, like I'm just now starting to get to know Tasha. Brittany's on this call right now. I got to know her through Luke. And all the people that have joined me on the journey has been super fun. Like, I've met my best friend through here, and I mean, we're all headed to the top. So I'm super excited for, you know, what's to come. So I can pass it over to Silvia.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Silvia, take it away.
Thank you so much, Tyler. So I'm going to share my story too. I got to know about Juice Plus not even 1 year ago. It was April 2016. And I've always been interested into health and fitness. And I thought I was living a pretty healthy lifestyle already. I didn't think I could really get any healthier than that. Thank God a friend of mine proved me wrong. And she talked to me about Juice Plus. So what I always say is I was stressed out my whole childhood by my grandma, who used to tell me, eat more fruit and vegetables, eat more fruit and vegetables, it prevents diseases, like every single day. So this just immediately made sense to me when I got to know the product. And so I started taking the product, and I immediately understood I would like to share it. And I had no idea at the beginning of the change it would bring into my life, because of course the product itself brought a big change into my life, because I have so much more energy. I work out almost every day. So as Tyler was saying, I really saw a big difference in that. I saw a big improvement in my muscle recovery, and that was amazing for me. I used to suffer with migraines, and I don't have migraines anymore, and that's such a huge relief. If you ever suffered with migraines, you know what I'm talking about. But this was just a part of the amazing improvement that I had in my life, because after 8 months, I got to fire my boss. So I was working in retail. I'm a makeup artist. I wasn't really doing my job. I mean, I was working in a field that I love because I was working in makeup, in the makeup industry, but I was working as a trainer, as a manager. I was just not doing what I like doing. I was not expressing myself. I felt after 7 years in this company, so I was also growing in the company, but I felt I was never making a difference for anyone. I was just like a hamster on the wheel. I don't know if you ever had that feeling, but it's kind of frustrating, especially if you're a person who wants to grow, wants to do new things, wants to make a difference. That's really frustrating because you feel like you're just doing the same thing every day with no purpose in your life, just for, to have your salary at the end of the month. But some people just want more than that. And also I was growing, but I was kind of growing in a box. Like someone else was telling me how much I could grow, how much money I could make, where I had to work. So that was just not my thing, I just wanted to live my life. And I was working all late nights. I was working all the weekends. I mean, last year, 2016, I turned 30 and I realized that I wasn't doing anything for my life. I mean, I was just working every day, getting home late, tired, not living the life I wanted to live, not seeing my friends, not spending time with my husband, not having time or money to travel. And it was just, what am I even doing? I mean, years are just going by and I'm not really doing anything for myself. And when I started sharing my experience with Juice Plus, I thought it was just a way to have an extra income, which was great anyway, because life in New York can be so crazy expensive. So it was really just a rat race. So at the beginning, it was an extra income, which worked great just to make my life more comfortable. But it took me just a few months to understand it could be way more, and it could actually be the key to a different life, to a completely different life. And that's why I started really working for my dream. So it happened that I gave myself the goal to quit my job for January 2017, and I actually quit the December 9th, 2016. So it was 1 month earlier than what I wanted to do, and it was amazing. I'm just living my life now, and I don't really have an idea of what I was doing before. And I don't know, I think the great thing about this business is just you do it while you live your life. So you don't have a job. You just live your life helping others, and your bank account just reflects how many people you help, which is amazing because, okay, seeing the deposit on your bank account, it's cool. And it pays your bills and maybe also some other fun things. But what really makes the difference is that at the end of the day, you have people calling you and saying, thanks because I feel better. Thanks because I can go on the trip I wanted. So it's just amazing that you're doing a difference for other people. The focus is not even yourself anymore, but it's just making other people's lives better. What I always say is I would talk about Juice Plus anyway. I would talk about Juice Plus for free because I just think everyone should take it. So this really changed my life like 100%. And what really hooked me about all the business side is that I told you I was feeling like I was growing in a box because if any of you, I think many of you worked in a traditional company, how it works is we start from here, we are all employees. If you work really hard, you give up on your personal life, maybe you will go 1 or 2 steps above and you will become a manager, a supervisor. But here on top, there is one CEO and, okay, let's be real, like nobody of us will ever get there. It's just almost impossible. How it works with our business, it's exactly the opposite way. So we all start here, but we all can get here. And the cool thing for me is that the way to get here is to help each other. Not only help other people getting healthier or building their business, but just helping each other along the way. That's what happened to me with Tasha. We just met each other and we started working together, and that's just so cool that we can inspire each other daily and we grow together, or we just don't grow at all. So that's really teamwork. I don't know if you have ever worked in a team in a traditional business. That's a jungle. That's just fight every day. And here is just all the way around. So I feel this is just, so empowering. It's so great that you can do something, enjoy what you're doing, and help other people, and actually change your life and start living your life and stop living for work, which shouldn't be what we do. But we also live, I feel our generation especially live in a time where society tells us we are not allowed to dream. So if you want to do something better, this is really the chance to take responsibility in your life and change it. So I'm gonna pass over to Tasha again.
Okay, me again. I just walked past, what do they call it? The gherkin. I just thought I'd show you, Silvia, the gherkin in London. But you were talking. Anyway, so to wrap up what Silvia was saying, I'll wrap up and share my story as we finish, but I just want to cover there's only 4 things that we do in this business, and it's really simple. We share the product, we never sell it. The way I teach my team, and the way I'll always teach my team, is if you ever feel like you are selling the product, then you aren't coming from the heart, quite frankly. My mentor and friend, Lauren Slocum, who is trained by Tony Robbins, who's the #1 guy in the world for personal development, has always taught me the way to come from the heart and to just love on other people. And that's the way I teach my team. Everything she teaches me, I teach my team. And it's just a duplicatable system. That's how it works. I get taught from the best people in the business, and I just teach my team that way. And I always say to people, if you ever feel like you're selling, then you are coming from the head and you're not coming from the heart. You have to come from the heart, because there's so many people out there that are actually looking for a community. There's so many people out there that are looking for something to help them get them out of their dead-end job that they absolutely hate, that destroys them every morning when they get up and wake up to their alarm. If you love the job, awesome. Like, I love that you do, but there's someone in your life right now that doesn't love their job. I swear it. And there might be someone that loves their job, but guess what? Doesn't pay them enough. I love modeling, but let me tell you, I did jobs in October and it's February and I still ain't being paid for these jobs. Tell me how I'm supposed to live in the most expensive city in the world. Tell me, like, seriously. So the first thing is we share the product. We never, ever, ever sell it. The second thing is it's all mail order. You don't hold any stock whatsoever. I just went traveling around America for 6 weeks and then lived in Milan for 6 weeks. Do you really think if I held stock, I'd be able to do this business? No way. So that's another amazing thing for me. The third thing is you just recommend a really good product, like I touched on earlier, to people, like you'd recommend a really good restaurant. And the final thing is, which is the one thing I really want to encourage you all, is you find other people like you. This is why I know the fact that I personally invited people to this call, because I connected with these people and I thought, oh my God, they're pretty cool. I'd like to work with them. And that's kind of why, like, I have people like Rebecca in my team who I met on Facebook, and we just connected over a fitness group. And I thought, this girl's pretty nice. Like, not in a creepy way, but like, this girl's quite nice. You know, I'd like to work with someone like her. Like, maybe she would like to join my team. Don't be a judge of character. You never know when someone's about to say yes or when they're going through a hard time. I'm so glad that I asked Rebecca. You know why? Because she was going through a really tough time in her life right now, and she was looking for something else. Imagine if I'd been stuck in my head and I hadn't gone to my heart and I hadn't thought about her. Then we would never be in this situation. Rebecca's going to meet me in Birmingham on Friday, and I can't wait to have her be really part of the team and really meet everybody. So for me, my story, like what I find I love about Juice Plus is, number one, it keeps me so grounded. I'm involved in an industry where basically it's all about my looks. And if I all of a sudden got run over, God forbid, I'm not even going to put it out there, but you know, if my face was ruined tomorrow, then I probably wouldn't have a modeling career. Like, that's the bitter, horrible truth. And I'm sure I'd make my life worth living no matter what. But what I'm trying to say to you is I live in such a superficial world that people say to me all the time, I'd love to be a model. I'd love to do that. I'd love to have this. And I think, oh, honey, really? I don't think you would. Like, if you really knew the ins and outs of this goddamn industry, I don't know if you would want to be in it. Like, quite frankly, it is the most, it's the biggest self-development lesson I've ever learned in my life. Oh my God, it's very windy. Sorry, I feel like I'm right by the River Thames. Maybe I am. My geography is so bad. Anyway, so sorry, I'm like a weird comedian genius. No, I'm not really, I'm kidding. But you know what I mean? Like, people think all the time that they see the glitz and glamour of modeling and they go, oh, it'd be so good to be a model. And I'm like, yeah, it's really cool being told that you're overweight when you're clearly not. It's really cool being told that you're not good enough day after day. It's really cool being told no every single day you go to a casting and you don't get that job. Yeah, that's really cool. That's awesome. I love my job, you know? So this business, more than anything, I get to help other people. I get to empower other people. I get to make other people feel good about themselves every single day. I get to help other people feel better about themselves through a health perspective, and I get to help other people grow their own business alongside of what they're doing. Isn't that amazing? Like, isn't that awesome that I get to do that? In modeling, I tell you, it's awesome. When it's good, it's really good. When it's bad, it's really fucking bad, FYI. But we won't go into that too much because I'm quite a positive person. I don't want to feed you bad energy. So what I want to say to you is this business keeps me so grounded. It financially supports me in my modeling career more than any other job ever would. I couldn't have a waitressing job. I had to quit my waitressing job alongside my modeling career because it couldn't, one, financially support me. Two, I was busting my ass with the hours, and guess what? Still getting paid an hourly wage and never getting really paid my worth. And not only that, but I was having to cancel shifts. I was having to cancel model jobs because they didn't they clashed and they didn't work together. With my business, I get to work from this beautiful mobile phone that I'm holding in my phone right now. And as long as you have a battery pack with you, that's essential. A battery pack with you, like a data connection or a Wi-Fi connection, and you have a mobile phone, you can do this business anywhere in the world, like anywhere in the world. I fully intend to travel. I'm very blessed and lucky to say that I already have business in Dubai, Israel, Australia, America, France, Sweden, Spain. Like, it's amazing. And I haven't met most of these people. Like, isn't that really cool? If you're not part of the generation right now, like, that's making money from the smartphone, then you really got to ask yourself, are you really using your smartphone in the best way? Like, are you really making money from it? Because we really got to celebrate and we really got to empower each other, especially the people in our generation, and show them that there's a better way and show them that entrepreneurship is the way, and that we have got so many people to prove wrong because people think we're the shitty generation that sit on our asses and do nothing. And I don't know about you, but I don't really fit into that box very well. So I'm going to leave that with you this evening. Thank you so much for joining our call, wherever you are in the world. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you have a good think about these two questions, because I say this to you because I really come to you from a place of love, and I really come to you from a place of where I was, you know, a year ago when I really wanted to give this business a kick up the ass, and I started modeling, and I thought, you know what, I'm never going to quit my business. I could have quit it, but you know what, I'm so glad I didn't. So the two questions I have for you is, it's not this, then what? If you can't use this business as an opportunity, as a vehicle to help you grow in another part of your life, then if not this, then what? Tell me, what else in your life are you going to find that's going to be able to fit and wrap around your schedule the way this business does? The second question I want to ask you is, if not now, then when? Don't wait like a year, a month, a week, even a day to say yes, to start living the life that you could actually start living. Like Tyler just told you, you know, he started this business 7-8 months ago, and now he's totally gone full time on this business, which is just incredible. Sylvia now gets to do her makeup eyes, which is like, you know, her dream job, and she gets to this business. I get to be a model, which was weirdly kind of not always my dream job, but now is, and my business, and I get to grow the two together. Like, I decided to just say yes now and to take action now. Don't be that person in a year's time that's sitting looking at me on Facebook and going, shit, I wish when I got onto her Zoom call that I actually like maybe thought about who I could help, or maybe thought about how I could help myself. So that's all I'm going to leave with you this evening. I really hope you've enjoyed our call, and thanks for putting up with my absolutely hilarious energy. I know I'm a wild cat sometimes. Oh, sugar lump. Sorry, I just clicked off. Anyway, ciao for now, everybody. How do I end this?
Bye. Thank you.
Ciao, ciao. Thank you very much. And thanks, Tyler. Thanks, Sylvia. That's very nice. Very cool.
Bye, guys.
Okay. Ciao, ciao.